Buenos días, mi gente, ¿qué tal están? Bienvenidos a Despierta Chicago. Hoy vamos a hablar de un tema que nos concierne a todos, y es que más de la mitad de los habitantes en Siria han sido desplazados y hay prácticamente 5 millones de personas registradas como refugiados. Por eso hoy nosotros hemos querido invitar a una asociación de aquí de Chicago que trabaja y ayuda a los refugiados. Hadia, good morning, how are you?
Good morning, I'm good, thank you.
Can you tell us a little bit more about your NGO? What do you do?
So Syrian Community Network started in 2015. Our goal is to assist Syrian refugees in their transition here in Chicago. So what that means is, like, first, like, are they comfortable or safe in their environment? Are they able to pay their rent? To work, absolutely, and like to connect them to different people. So the social component is also very critical.
How many refugees do we have in Chicago?
We have 140 families, so that's approximately 600.
And in United States?
United States, it's a very shy number, 18,000. While, you know, the registered refugees are 4.8 million.
Some people don't know the meaning of being a refugee. What is being a refugee?
A refugee is a person who's forced to leave his or her country. And I would highlight the word forced, so it's not a decision, it's not a choice. It's because of fear of being killed. And you know, that means they're very vulnerable, and that means that they leave the country with nothing, sometimes only with their bag of clothes.
And what's the situation right now in Syria? It's a civil war, it's a revolution, it's ISIS.
Thank you for asking this question. I always say that it's very important to think about the root cause of the problem of you know, what causes refugees or ISIS. So I would say the cancer is the Syrian regime, and then you have the symptoms as ISIS and the refugees. What happened is a beautiful revolution, and I feel honored to belong to those people who took it to the street, and they were asking peacefully for change and democracy, because we lived in dictatorship. What happened is that the regime brutally killed a lot of people, bombed them, displaced them, and till now it's been 6 years, and it's worse day after day.
And how do you think the world is reacting to that situation?
I mean, I really feel that nobody really cares, that as if we're not humans, and we're not even second class. We're like, we mean nothing. The way that they talk about them, you know, like, shall we deport them? Shall we ban them from coming? Whether Europe or here, it's very insulting, because again, these are people who just had to leave because they didn't want to be killed, and that's the only reason.
As a Muslim woman, how do you feel?
I would say being in Chicago has been helpful. I think we live in a unique city that many communities stood up, and they're marching on the streets saying we love Muslims and we support Muslim women, and wearing the headscarf in solidarity.
There is still hope.
There is, absolutely, absolutely. And I think once people have conversations with each other, when they know each other, they understand the reaction will be different, and they will support each other more.
Thank you so much. It was a great pleasure to have you here in Despierta Chicago.
Thank you for having me.
Sean felices y que acaben de pasar un maravilloso día. Chao.